This is what we are seeing, the muscles of the gluteal region. This thick muscle, this is gluteus maximus. It takes its origin from the dorsal aspect of sacrum and the coccyx, as well as the sacrotuberous ligament, and the dorsal aspect of the ilium part of the hip bone behind the posterior gluteal line. Posterior gluteal line is from the posterior superior iliac spine to the posterior inferior iliac spine. Behind that, this you can see that area. This is the posterior gluteal line. Behind that, it takes its origin. Okay, as well as the sacrotuberous and the dorsal aspect of the sacrum and coccyx. And now it is going to insert this, what we are seeing, this thick fossa. This is the iliotibial tract. हाँ, यहाँ पे देख, इसको ये करना है, यहाँ पे बहुत ग्लिसनिंग स्ट्रक्चर है, कल ठीक से कर लेना। देख रहे हो, ये थोड़ा सा फासा हटाओगे ना, एकदम चमकने वाला यहाँ पे निकलेगा। हाँ, दिस इज इलियोटिबियल ट्रैक्ट, कल कर लेना। हाँ, इलियोटिबियल ट्रैक्ट, 3/4 of the fiber of gluteus maximus, very important viva question. The insertion of gluteus maximus muscle, 3/4 of the fiber going to insert over the iliotibial tract, where is the only 1/4 going up to the gluteal tuberosity, which is on the posterior aspect of the femur, on the upper part. There is gluteal tuberosity where only 1/4 is going, and 3/4 is going up to the lateral, that is the iliotibial tract, and finally, as this is the fossa, finally it is going to the anterolateral aspect of the lateral condyle of tibia. And there is a tubercle over there, that is known as anterolateral tubercle of Jerde, where the iliotibial tract get inserted. So, while discussing the insertion, you have to tell that 3/4 fiber is going to the iliotibial tract, and finally it is going to anterolateral tubercle of Jerde, which is situated on the lateral aspect of the lateral condyle of tibia. Okay? So beneath that, this one is gluteus medius. Beneath that, this is gluteus medius, and even beneath that, this is gluteus minimus. This one is gluteus minimus, and this is gluteus medius. Gluteus medius takes its origin from the dorsal aspect of the ilium, in between the posterior gluteal line and the anterior gluteal line. And gluteus minimus, even beneath that, that is between the anterior and the inferior gluteal line, dorsal aspect of the ilium. Medius, it is going to the lateral surface of the greater trochanter. There is an oblique line over the lateral surface of greater trochanter where it is going to insert. And gluteus minimus, it is going to the anterior surface of the greater trochanter of femur. Mid and minimus, they are supplied by the superior gluteal nerve, whereas the gluteus maximus, it is supplied by the inferior gluteal nerve. And paralysis of gluteus medius and minimus, or the superior gluteal nerve palsy, that will lead to Tredelyan-Buck test positive. Viva question, very important viva question. When we ask any person to stand on one foot, then normally what happens? The other side, unsupported side, it rises up. The gluteal, the iliac crest level, it rises up compared to the supported side. Normally it happens, but when there is gluteus medius and minimus palsy, it sags down. That is known as Tredelyan-Buck test positive. Okay? And its gluteus medius action, gluteus maximus action, it is the rising muscle. Very important, rising muscle. It helps in the extension of hip joint as well as the extension of knee joint. With the help of this, we can climb this stairs. And when we want to stand up from the sitting posture, it helps. Now this is gluteus medius, this is gluteus minimus, and just below the gluteus medius, this is piriformis. This one what I am holding is the piriformis muscle. It takes its origin from the ventral aspect of the sacrum. The middle three pieces, that is the S2, S3, S4, ventral aspect, in the fashion of number 3. And now it is going to insert over the superior border of greater trochanter. Okay? This is piriformis. It is known as the key muscle. Why key muscle? Because it is a very important landmark that some structures, important structures are above and downward below. Above there is superior gluteal nerve and below there is inferior gluteal nerve and many pins structure. That is 2P, 2I, 2N, 1S. Posterior cutaneous nerve of thigh, pudendal nerve. Inferior gluteal nerve, internal pudendal vessels. And for nerve to obturator internus, nerve to quadratus femoris, and as for sciatic nerve. That is infrapiriformis compartment. ठीक है? तो ये हो गया. उसके बाद these are the neurovascular structure that is coming from the infrapiriformis compartment. And after that, this you can see the glistening structure. This is the tendon of obturator internus. This one. कल क्लियर कर लेना इसको. Tendon of obturator internus. Just above that is the gemellus superior and just below this one is the gemellus inferior. Obturator internus, gemellus inferior, gemellus superior. All these are going to the medial surface of the greater trochanter. And altogether known as triceps cocci. Okay? And this one is quadratus femoris. It is inserting over the quadrate tubercle, over the intertrochanteric crest on the posterior aspect of the femur. Okay? Quadrate tubercle. And this obturator internus, it takes its origin from the inner aspect of the margin of the obturator foramen as well as the inner aspect of the obturator membrane, and going to insert over the medial surface of the greater trochanter. Gemellus superior from the ventral aspect of the ischial spine, and gemellus inferior from the ventral aspect of the ischial tuberosity. Okay, and now both form a common tendon and get inserted. Quadratus femoris, this takes origin from the lateral margin of the ischial tuberosity and now going to insert over the quadrate tubercle. This is quadriceps, that's why called quadratus femoris. And this also, these are the structure under cover of gluteus maximus muscle. Okay.